What's up, my folks? I hope everyone is doing good today. It's an absolute beautiful day around here. I should have went turkey hunting this morning. Hope y'all are doing good and hanging tough. I know you guys up north and in the northeast are having it tough right now, and California and all that, and Louisiana. New Orleans is really hanging in it. So you guys, you just hold your head up and stay safe. And I just want to show y'all that people have been asking about them pups. I get quite a few comments on the little pups off of Rusty. This is one of his pups. This is the little black one, the little Midnight Queen dog. She's beautiful to me. Got a nice body on her. She's pretty. She's got them drop ears I like so much. Um, thin. I love them paper thin ears. Them are the best. One used to make fun of them old hound dog looking ears. I love them. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, this is her out in the sun. Pretty dog. Just sitting there. Got some good ones. Okay, this is the one I was looking for. This is her and her boy. That's my man JV. That's the JV team right there. I know that dog is loving it, and I know that she's already got a special place in their heart. And she's real intelligent and pretty, and I'm real happy they got him. I love my dogs going to good people, and that's why people have been asking me about puppies and stuff. I am doing some breedings, and I missed out on some studs with Buster and Rusty since this outbreak or whatever. So that sucks because them bitches are ready to breed and they can't even get here to breed, and so that sucks. I won't be done, but I got three good bitches to breed here, but I'm not going to breed all three of them. I'm going to breed two of them. I'm going to repeat the breeding that made them pups that y'all seen get raised up, and I'm actually going to double up on Buster while I can when he's alive. I'm not going to wait too long and mess up, so I'm going to go ahead and double up on him while I can. And hopefully, I'm actually doing that uh, and hoping I get a little bit smaller because I don't really need a 59-pound dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Bullet's 59 pounds. I don't really need a dog that big. I can do everything I need to do with Rusty. You know me, a dog about a Rusty size, and Bullet's just so hard to handle. I don't really like them that big. They're a real bulldog that size is an amazing animal to watch work because they're just as fast as a 30-pounder. They bite like unbelievable. They're just unbelievable. But the thing about handling one that big is something. You really got to handle that motherfucker. They're monsters to handle when they're that big. Super strong, super powerful animals. So I don't mind getting a few down a little bit on size for me. I wouldn't mind having a couple of 35, 40 pounders again because I can do what I need to do. Most of my dogs can bite pretty good, so even a 40-pounder can bite one hard enough to make him squeal and stop him. There is a thing that's too much mouth. I know people don't believe it, but there is. Okay, this is the little. This is the sister to the black one. I've already showed you a picture of her, but this is a good picture of her. She's a beautiful dog. That's another one I'm stoked about who's got him. I'm really happy that Skidmore's got this dog. She's going to be a great dog. I guarantee you she will. Just raise them up. I talked to a few guys last few days, and some people, and it's a common thing when you get a dog and you spend a lot of money for a puppy and you expect them to act a certain way. But a lot of these dogs and these bloodlines that people are buying, they're bred, I don't want to sound ugly, but they're really bred heavy, and they're bred for the paperwork, for a foundation. A lot of these dogs are. And a lot of those dogs age like a fine wine. The older they get, the better they get. So, when you get these dogs, let them mature out. Don't give up on them. Let them mature out. Raise them up good. Let them get their confidence. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of it. Because just because a dog don't act real good at 6 or 7 months, don't mean he's not going to act real good at 16 or 17 months. You understand what I'm saying? And just because a dog's an ugly duckling as a puppy, doesn't mean he's not going to evolve and mature into a beautiful animal. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the bloodlines, like you guys are sending me papers on, them dogs are really heavy bred. I know they say it's this cross, that cross, but they've inbred on them dogs a lot, and it's pretty much the same families. And when you do that, sometimes you get traits like late starters, a little shy, a little bit slower, okay? But if those dogs are good performing, and when I mean good, if they give you all they can give you 100%, and you see that that's your foundation, as long as they're hard driving, deep game dogs, they may not have the ability, they may not have the talent, they may not have the mouth, you know, they may not have all that stuff, but as long as they're not things like brittle bone, you know, silly shit like that, you know, if they can breathe half-ass and they're deep game and stuff like, that's where your foundation, because a lot of them tight blood, when you cross them out is when you get your shining stars, okay? And another thing is size. People were, that seems to be a common misconception too, because, and I've had a couple people mention it to me about Thompson Kennels. They think that his dogs might be a little bit too small. They overlooked his dogs because they think they're going to be too small to hog hunt with. That's not true, man. Those dogs, yes, they may be a little bit small in his yard, but I guarantee you, those dogs, there's big dogs in those lines too. Okay, I know. I've been, now some of the bull stuff when you inbreed them, it does get a little smaller. Some of the other dogs do too. But when you cross, it don't matter whose yard it's from. I mean, I've got, Rusty has a 28-pound brother. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, some of them litters vary from 30 pounds to 60 pounds. It's not necessarily, don't overlook somebody if you like the dog just because of overanalyzing things like that. Because trust me, a 35-pound bitch or a 30-pound bitch can throw a 55-pound male. No problem. I've done it many times. I mean, Velvet is only like 32 pounds, and she threw the biggest female I ever had with Big Mama. So, I mean, that's my point. It's just, when you cross them, you get different things. You know what I mean? Different size and all that stuff. So don't never overlook somebody on their dogs if you like them and all that. Give them a shot, because you're going to regret it if you don't a lot of times. A lot of times, them dogs that you feel good about and you liking them and stuff, give them a shot. It doesn't matter. Try them. You might like them more. You know what I mean? I can do, like I say, I can do everything I want with a dog Rusty size if it's a 100% bulldog. You know what I mean? That's another one of him. Let me find some. Oh, I wanted to talk about something too. All right, I'm gonna explain this to you. This was a sow that had gotten out and done went up in the woods and had pigs and got wild and turned off mean, and all the fucking neighborhood dogs. She done beat up all the neighborhood dogs. You see how scarred up she is in the nose and the ears and shit. That wasn't for me. This was the only time I've ever put a dog on that pig. And she was gotten to where she was like chasing people, like coming in the road chasing people. Who chased Georgia Bulldog down the hill one morning. So I was like, well, I had some help here. I said, we better go and catch her, because my idea was to catch her and put her up in a pen and to, you know, tame her back up. Well, I could have used another dog. I couldn't have used Tank at the time because he was cut in the neck. He was still healing. But I should have probably used Rusty. But I was, you know, schooling my bullet dog out. He was younger here. This was a couple of months ago. But I want to explain to what I mean about it. You don't really know a dog or what his ability is and all just by looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at him on the chain or trying to play with him, or you can't really judge how hard they can bite or any of that shit by toys or you know, just, oh, look how hard he can pull me. You know, that, man, because Bullet don't even like to play with toys. He don't care about no playtime. He don't care about none of that. All he wants to do is catch shit, get petted, and maybe run. You know, he don't even really like running on a treadmill. You know, he's a hard dog to work. But, all right, I'm going to see if I can get this lined up where you can see it. This is a still shot. Now, this is 9 seconds into the catch, okay? 9 fucking seconds, all right? What happened was he caught the dog from this side coming in. He hit it in the shoulder, you know, the opposite shoulder, right about high, you know, in the joint. He come up underneath it from the front, like bam. Broke it right there. It looked like he split it with an axe. The hide laid open. Okay. Then he come down the leg and come out the other side of the hog. He bit it once right here. This is where the hog was. This is where the break, where it broke him off. And as you can see, it looks like you took a bite out of an apple almost. Right there, it crushed that knuckle. And I want you to understand, look how big these legs are compared to these legs. You can't see his legs in this video. But there's a big, huge size difference in the this hog's 5 times tougher than any dog. You know what I'm saying? Well, when he bit it right there, I mean, I took my knife and just cut it off. I should have froze it to show you, because it crushed everything in there, busted knuckle, broke the shoulder. And on that other shoulder, it looked like you took a fucking rifle and shot her in the shoulder. I mean, it was all clawed lasers and everything. When he broke her off, when he broke them off of her, I didn't realize, but there was a piece of the hide. He actually bit so hard it smashed the hide and ripped it down. Okay, and any of you guys that mess with swine and hogs, know them motherfuckers is tough. I mean, a good hard-mouthed dog would just poke holes in them. Maybe cut some little rails, but nothing like literally mashing it so tight, it rips the hide off, and it was hung up on his tooth. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he literally stripped the meat down, all the way down from the top shoulder, all the way down, busted that down, broke the shoulder. I mean, unbelievable mouth. I mean, anybody that knows anything about hogs knows their legs, they don't twist in circles like that. He literally broke it in 9 seconds and broke it in 2 spots and stripped the meat off of it, pulled plugs out of it. So, yeah, I've seen dogs that do serious damage. People talk, you ever seen a dog that could strip meat off one? I just seen that comment about Pit General. Man, I got one that'll fucking kill a hog in about fucking 30 seconds. A big one. So yeah, that does exist. There is dogs in the world that possess that freakish mouth. Now, I've never actually seen one bite as hard as him. I mean, you have to see it to believe it in real life. I know these pictures don't show you. But if you can imagine biting down hard enough to literally rip the hide and smash and break that knuckle right there on a damn good size. I mean, here you can see how big his leg is compared to that leg. You know what I'm saying? There's a big, huge difference in a dog and a hog on durability wise. So when I tell you a dog's got freak mouth and really bites too hard to use for personal livestock work, I mean it. I'm not bullshitting you. I mean, I'm 100% serious. But yeah, they do exist. There is dogs that can bite. I mean, they're on different levels. I mean, he's one of the hardest ones. He is the hardest biting dog I've ever seen. I mean, just destructive like you've never seen before. And a dog like that, the hog he caught a boar hog. It was 355. Now, boar hog, woods hog is different. Their heads, snout's longer, and their jaw is more predominant. Like a square right there, and sticks out more. He nailed it right there. The hog got real rough. And he cut lines down on the other side and busted that whole jawbone like he shot it with a rifle. I mean, it was just dusted it. I mean, that's real fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? And you could never tell how hard that dog bit because he ain't gonna play no games. He ain't gonna do no tug. He ain't gonna chase the ball. He ain't doing none of that shit. This is all he wants to do right here is catch shit. So, if a dog just won't work, doesn't mean it's not a working dog. You dig? There's a lot of dogs that don't work toys that are working animal real good. So, and the only way to know is to fucking put them down there and let them do it. But yeah, that was a nasty mess. We went ahead and butchered this hog. Like I said, the idea was to catch her and tame her back up, but that didn't work out that way. But see, I didn't know. I knew he could bite. I just didn't know how. I mean, come on. No one thinks they can bite that hard. I mean, I literally just, when I cleaned this hog, I just took my knife and popped that loose. I should have froze it. Looked like he took a bite out of an apple or something. It was all mashed up and unbelievable shit. Unbelievable. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not bullshitting when I say that. Mouth is mouth. Either they got it or they don't. And some of them just really got it. So, anyway, folks, y'all take care. Y'all keep on bulldogging. Y'all stay safe. And y'all just be diligent. Keep on bulldogging, guys.